You're losing money every single second you're sitting at your desk. And no, I'm not talking about your salary. I'm not talking about those numbers that hit your bank account every 2 weeks. I'm talking about the millions of dollars sitting right under your nose that you are choosing to ignore. If you think your job is just a place where you trade 8 hours of your life for a paycheck, I hate to break it to you, but you've already lost the game. You're playing checkers while your employer is playing chess with your time. Most people see their job as a burden, a golden cage, or, at best, a safety zone. But the wealthy, the ones who actually understand how the system works, they see their job as a front, a legitimate third-party funded infrastructure used to finance their real wealth operation. I call it the shadow portfolio. In the next minutes, I'm going to show you how to hack your employment. I'm going to show you how to legally extract assets, technology, credit, and capital from your company, so that the day you decide to walk out that door, you don't just leave with a cardboard box and some mediocre memories. You leave with an empire. We're going to break down the 10 unbreakable rules for turning your office into your biggest investor. But I'm warning you, rules 8, 9, and 10 are aggressive. They will fundamentally change the way you look your boss in the eye tomorrow morning. So make sure you stay until the very last second, because rule number 10, that is the master key to your ultimate freedom. Before I reveal the system, I need you to make a small investment right now, one that doesn't cost you a dime. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We are building a tribe of strategic investors, architects of their own destiny, not obedient employees waiting for scraps. If you want to be on the winning side of the coming economy, this is where you belong. Done? Good. Let's start by demolishing your employee mindset. Rule number 1. You are not an employee. You are a one-person service corporation. The first mistake happens in your social media bio. You label yourself as a systems analyst, a sales manager, or a logistics coordinator. By doing that, you're handing your identity over to a corporation that would replace you in 24 hours if they had to. From today on, erase that from your mind. You are the CEO of Your Last Name Incorporated. Your current employer isn't your owner or your superior. They are simply your lead client. They're the client paying the biggest bills for now, but they're still just a client. Do you see the shift? An employee asks for permission. A corporation negotiates terms. An employee tries to be liked. A corporation tries to deliver value and extract profit. Your salary isn't a paycheck to spend on clothes, overpriced lattes, and dinners to impress people you don't even like. Your salary is seed funding. It's as if a venture capital fund is depositing capital into your account every month so you can develop your primary product, you. If you spend your entire paycheck every month on liabilities, you are committing embezzlement within your own company. You're driving Your Last Name Inc. into technical bankruptcy while enriching the local mall owner. Rule number 2. The infinite return of the corporate match. Let's talk pure math, no emotions. If your company has a 401k match or a stock purchase plan, and you aren't contributing every single cent required to get the maximum match, you are financially illiterate. It sounds harsh, but someone has to tell you. Listen closely. In the stock market, the best investors in the world kill for a 10% annual return. If you put in $1 and your company puts in another $1 on top of it, you just made a 100% return instantly. Risk-free, volatility-free. That is free money being offered to you, and you're saying, "No thanks, I'd rather have that extra $50 in my account to order DoorDash tonight." It's insanity. You are rejecting the single greatest mathematical advantage of your life for insignificant instant gratification. Stoop down and pick up the money. It's yours. Rule number 3, the massive tech stack subsidy. Do you have any idea how much it costs to maintain a professional-level tech infrastructure? A Bloomberg terminal subscription costs thousands a month. A license for Salesforce, SAP, Adobe Creative Cloud, or access to premium market databases are luxuries that an individual can rarely afford. But your company pays for them for you. Your job isn't just to use those tools to finish the report your boss asked for. Your job is to achieve absolute mastery of those tools during your working hours. If you learn to code in Python, master data analysis in Tableau, or manage projects in Jira using company resources, they are paying for your elite training. When you leave, the software license stays on their server, but the skill stays in your brain. That is a legal and highly profitable transfer of intellectual property. You are using their credit card to turn yourself into a more expensive asset. Rule number 4. Networking as funded lead generation. Most people go to conferences or industry mixers to eat free appetizers and socialize. You don't. Your job grants you something that money can't easily buy: credibility and access. If you try to call the director of a major firm as a nobody, the gatekeeper will block you. If you call them from an email address ending in a Fortune 500 company name, they'll take the meeting. You are in a privileged position to audition your future partners, clients, and mentors. Every vendor you manage, every outside consultant you hire with company money, is a contact that belongs in your personal database. You aren't making friends, you are building the CRM for your future freedom. When you decide to go independent, you won't be starting from zero. You'll be starting with a high-level contact list that already trusts you because they saw you work with the backing of a major brand. You are using your boss's reputation to build your own. Rule number 5. Credit arbitrage and banking status. This is the rule that free and independent entrepreneurs miss the most. To the banking system, a freelancer making $100,000 a year is a risk, but an employee with a $60,000 salary is a safe bet. As long as you have that job, you have a superpower: borrowing power. The bank sees you as stable. Use that perception to your advantage before you quit. This is the time to get the mortgage for that investment property, to open strategic lines of credit, or to refinance debt at ridiculously low rates. Your paycheck is the bait you use to get the bank to give you the capital needed to buy assets that will eventually pay for your freedom. Don't make the mistake of quitting to see how you'll invest later. First, use the shield of your employment to set up your financial structure and buy your first real assets. The job is the collateral. The assets are the goal. Rule number 6. Exploiting ghost hours. Let's be real about what nobody says on LinkedIn. Nobody, absolutely nobody, is productive for 8 straight hours in an office. Between meetings that could have been an email, coffee breaks, and useless bureaucracy, real work usually happens in 3 or 4 intense hours. The average worker fills the rest of that time with empty distractions: scrolling, gossiping, or pretending to type. The shadow portfolio strategist does something different. If you can finish your tasks with excellence in 4 hours, the other 4 hours don't belong to the company, they belong to you. It's time arbitrage. Use those hours to research markets, manage your investments, read business books, or develop your own platform. You are being paid a full-time salary to build your own empire on their dead time. As long as you hit your targets, your time is your most valuable asset. Don't waste it giving it to YouTube out of boredom. Use it to build your exit. Rule number 7. The hidden corporate human capital scholarship. There is an obscene amount of money that companies set aside for training and development that goes unused every year simply because nobody asks for it. Does your company pay for certifications? Ask for all of them. Do they have partnerships for MBAs or technical courses? Sign up. It doesn't matter if you think you already know the subject. What matters is that the market pays more to the person who has the paper saying they know it. You are increasing your market value, your future price per hour, using someone else's budget. It's like being handed a $10,000 or $20,000 scholarship just for showing up. If you let a year go by without the company paying for a new skill on your resume, you have missed out on one of the purest forms of wealth transfer that exists. Rule number 8. Internal mobility as deal flow. Many employees make the mistake of being loyal to a single department for a decade. They become experts in one thing and become replaceable by AI the moment that task is automated. You are going to see your company as a free business school. Rotate, request transfers, move from sales to operations, from finance to marketing. Why? Because to be wealthy, you need to understand how money moves through the entire system, not just your cubicle. By rotating, You are seeing how the company acquires customers, how it manages costs, and how it delivers products. You are doing a paid internship to be a future CEO. You are learning from the mistakes of a multi-million-dollar company without risking a single cent of your own capital. That horizontal experience is what will allow you, later on, to spot business opportunities that others can't even imagine. Rule number 9. Funded asymmetric risk. This is where psychology plays in your favor. Most people don't invest because they are afraid of losing their rent money. They're right. They're feeling the risk. But you, thanks to your lead client, your job, have your basic needs covered. Your roof is paid for. Your food is secured. This gives you the mathematical right to be aggressive. While the world saves pennies in accounts that pay nothing, you can afford to take bonuses, commissions, or surplus from your salary and invest them in high-growth, asymmetric risk assets. Crypto, startups, or even launching a small side business experiment. If the experiment fails, it's fine. You go back to the office tomorrow and your salary is still there. But if the experiment works, you get rich. Your job is your safety net that allows you to perform financial acrobatics that an unemployed person could never dream of. You are playing the game on God mode because your fall is cushioned. Rule number 10. The great decoupling and radical optionality. We've reached the summit. Everything before this has one single purpose: identity decoupling. There will come a day, if you follow these rules, when your outside assets, your properties, your investments, your high-value skills, and your network will provide more security than your monthly paycheck. In that moment, something magical happens. The fear evaporates. You no longer go to the office because you have to. You go because it's a strategic choice. And here is the best-kept secret. When you no longer need the job, you become the best employee they've ever had. You become bold. You speak the truths no one else dares to say. You negotiate from a position of power because you have go-to-hell money. Ironically, when you are ready to leave, that's when they want to keep you the most. But for you, the job has already served its purpose. It was the incubator. It was the seed investor. It was the training ground. The great scam of the modern era isn't that jobs pay too little. The real scam is that they've convinced us the salary is the only benefit of working. Ignore the salary for a moment and look around you. You have a multi-million-dollar infrastructure at your disposal. You have brilliant minds you can learn from. You have databases worth fortunes. You have the backing of a brand to open doors. Don't be just another employee waiting for Friday to drink and forget the week. Be an investor who uses every Monday to build his eternal Saturday. Extract every ounce of value. Use their computers, their time, their network, and their money to finance your own freedom. Build in the shadows. Be the CEO of your life while they think you're their analyst. And when the shadow portfolio is so big that you can't ignore it anymore, then, and only then, thank them for the seed capital and go build your own history. If this video opened your eyes, don't leave without subscribing. We are here to hack the system from the inside. Leave a comment with the word strategist if you made it this far, so I know who is actually going to execute this. And if you want to know exactly which assets to put that money into, the money you're about to start extracting from your company, click the video appearing on your screen right now. I'll explain the next step of the strategy there. See you at the next level.